on to our next topic. All right, we've got something else kind of in the Sheridan universe now. Paramount Plus has greenlit and dropped a teaser trailer for a new Taylor Sheridan show starring Stallone himself, making his television series regular debut in Tulsa King. Now, this is a series in which Sylvester Stallone plays a gangster who's been released from prison after a 25-year sentence.
25-year stretch.
Yeah.
And he kept his mouth shut.
Yep, he's no rat.
No.
They
And
call
now
that a stand-up guy.
He's a stand-up guy.
he is a stand-up guy because snitches get stitches, as we all know. So he is then shipped off to Tulsa to take over the little crime syndicate there. But maybe not everything is what it seems to be. Right? Maybe someone set him up for something.
He's going to do things his way.
Yeah, the only way. So
He looks great, by the way.
Slag looks fantastic.
I love the look. I can relate to his look in this.
Yeah.
I think he looks great. I'm not as old as him, but he looks better than I do. But hey, it looks good. I mean, I thought that what a great idea to make him a mob boss because, I don't think Stallone gets enough credit for his non-Rocky and Rambo roles.
I agree.
There's been movies he was in. Like, did you ever see a European football movie called Victory that John Huston directed with Pele? I love that movie. Mm-hmm. And who would have thought that Stallone, would be a soccer player? Or as they say, football.
A football player. I think he looks great in this. And I really love this story, too. Because talk about fish out of water, too. Sylvester Stallone in Tulsa, Oklahoma is a very, very big shift for him. And him assembling his ragtag crew and taking over the town there, I think is going to be a really compelling story, too.
And I love his style.
Yeah.
I mean, he just looks great.
I think he looks fantastic. It looks like a really interesting series. Like I said, it's Taylor Sheridan as well. But we also have the Emmy Award winning writer from The Sopranos doing the scripts here as well.
Yep.
So we've really assembled a really fantastic group of folks. The other actors in this too, Andrea Savage from I'm Sorry, Martin Starr, of course, from Silicon Valley, Max Casella, The Tender Bar, Dominic Lambozzardi from The Irishman, Vincent Piazza from Boardwalk Empire, Jay Will from The Marvelous Miss Maisel. There's so many great actors who also have kind of danced around a lot of these kind of, Sopranos-esque shows. I think this is going to be a really, really fun watch. And also, I mean, I'm a big Martin Starr fan, so to have him in a drama like this, too, I really want to see him, flex those acting chops and have him, square up against Sly.
And putting Tulsa back on the map. Not since the Outsiders and Rumblefish has Tulsa, Oklahoma been front and center.
Getting back on here.
People are like, what?
Of course, this is on Paramount Plus, too. So that streaming service is really, really leaning into this relationship with Taylor Sheridan. What do you think about having a creator like Sheridan working so closely with a streaming network?
I think it's great. I mean, look, the output, what Greg Berlanti did on the CW with all the DC shows. Mm-hmm. It looks like Taylor Sheridan is doing, I love Hell and High Water. And now that he's moved over to TV, he's got his own Yellowstone shared universe that he keeps expanding. I read some article about they're shooting in a mining town in Montana where he's now doing an urban version of the Yellowstone universe or something. And I think it's great, as long as the quality's there. But he seems to be a total iconoclast. No one's going to take away. He's going to do it his way.
Yeah.
You're not going to tell me what to do. So I think that, I don't know if he talks like that. I'm just doing some rando voice.
It's like a hybrid Clint Eastwood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for agreeing.
I know what you're thinking.
I feel like it's a little looser jaw.
Yeah.
Sly's he's gotten punched.
Hell yeah, I don't do a Sly impression.
I can't. I'm not gonna embarrass the man by trying to do the voice.
I don't know where that one came from.
Now,
but yeah, look, I'm a huge fan of all the shows. I loved 1883.
Yeah.
The Yellowstone prequel show. I love the fact that they just shot that on the plains. It was great.
Oh yeah.
I loved it.
It's beautiful, beautiful stuff and really compelling storytelling, which I think is the big draw here. Paramount Plus seems to be making really great connections with storytellers and then having a kind of stable of them as well of this is who we want to work with and who we want to expand our streaming universe with.
I kind of like in this day and age that Taylor Sheridan has gone back and he's bringing back the testosterone into these things because that gun battle in 1883 when they were they're fighting off the cattle rustlers and they're fighting in the plains, there's nowhere to hide. there's like tall grass and there people are coming at you on horseback with guns. Like I've never
Yeah.
seen it before. I'm like, I'm so glad I didn't live in the Old West.
Oh, it'd be terrifying. I would
It
have been
would be
dead so
not fun.
quickly. I have no skill set that would have allowed me to live back
No,
then.
but what he's doing, I think, is great.
Well, yeah, and really kick-ass women on these shows
Yep.
too. So we've got great action, great storytelling, wonderful character development. I know like the relationships on there are one of the few romances too that John's like, I buy this.
Yep. I mean,
Really
the thing
good
that
stuff.
the idea that look, it's so weird to think that only white men were responsible for all of history. No.
No.
But behind every great man is a great woman.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the time, women led the way. It's just they didn't write the history books.
Exactly. So it's
So.
nice to see it under a fresh new lens. But of course, we've got this show, Tulsa King, coming up on Paramount Plus with Sylvester Stallone coming to television. So many big movie stars are coming to TV. It's a nice renaissance moment, I think. Guys, the question is for you. How do you feel about the show? Did you get to check out the teaser trailer? Are you interested? Do you think this is just going to be kind of Let us know your thoughts. We would love to hear how you feel about Tulsa King.
Guys, we want to take just a minute and thank the sponsor of this video, Masterclass. Masterclass is offering classes on a wide variety of topics, like all taught by world-class masters at the absolute tops of their field. Each class is broken down out into individual video lessons, usually like around 10 minutes or so long, and members can explore at their own pace. And each class is supported by downloadable materials, lessons, recipes, or more that you can all find at masterclass.com. For example, are you into streaming? Well, you can take the Building Your Streaming class taught by ninjas so you can sharpen up on your streaming skills. Or if you're interested in independent filmmaking, take independent filmmaking from Academy Award winner Spike Lee. You want to get classes on how to direct? How about from Ron Howard? The very first one I personally looked up and got into was Business Leadership by the great Big Papa Iger, Bob Iger himself. And I was absolutely enthralled with it. I love every single minute of this stuff. If any of those apply to you, you need to try Masterclass. So I highly recommend that you check it out. Get unlimited access to every Masterclass. And as a John Campea Show viewer, you get 15% off an annual membership. Go to masterclass.com/Campea. Once again, to get 15% off your annual membership, go to masterclass.com/Campea.